as well. Look at that. Typical Craig.
Here comes playing. Oh my word! Absolutely magnificent. Payet. Reed! He rose so high! Touched the sky! 2-1 down! 3-2 up! It's meant to be! It's surely meant to be! It's there to
Be a long night. Paquetá, he's played it through, and Bowen's in. It's up for grabs now. He's done it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hammers Football TV. Hope everyone is okay and they can see me and they're enjoying their day. What's going on here? It seems to have froze. I hope everyone can still see me. Let me know if you can. Be appreciated. Let's say hello, first of all, to Daz. Evening, Daz. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Good to see you. And he's just also saying hello to everyone. Big up, Derby boy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you in here as well. And also, Pepsi, good evening to yourself as well, mate. Hope everything's good for you as well. And yeah, let us know what your week's like so far. Has it been a good one? Let's see how this one goes, because obviously, as you can see, we've got obviously this weekend quite an easy game. Man City away. It should be very interesting. Good evening, the Aces. Hope you're well, mate. And also, good evening to Hey Hammer Santa. Yeah, wishing for many things, words and pictures. Good evening to yourself, mate. Hope you're good as well. Actually, this Saturday is going to be the Etihad against Man City. Not exactly a great one. I mean, just looking at the overview, as you can tell, we do very well there. Don't we? As always, I think. Let's see there. City's form guide, the last 4 games. There's a 3-0 there against Brentford. You then got 2-1 away to Real Madrid, so that's an easy one for them to get there. Crystal Palace, they got a comfortable 3-0 victory, and of course they. And then obviously, that was Sunderland 3-0, and then obviously Brentford, obviously they're 2-0. Let's have a look at people saying hello there. Pepsi. Alex is saying City's going to be a demolition job by Haaland. I think he may have fun. He may have fun there, that's for sure. Good evening, Brendan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Evening, Tom, the chatters. Daz, words and pictures and Aces as well. Everyone's saying hello to each other, which is always nice. Pepsi saying, I'm triple captain in Haaland in my FPL. That's how confident in you lot getting anything there. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that shortly. As I said, we'll go over that, and of course, we will talk about some transfer stuff that's going around the rumour mill, as we all know. I saying hello to each other as well. Thank you. Always good. Hated is saying there. City rested Haaland last night for the Brentford victory. Yeah, saving himself. Well, that means he's got to be prepared to play the mighty West Ham. Then if he's got to warm up and take the day off. Sharky, good evening to yourself as well, mate. Hope you work well. Straight there, and everyone's saying hello. Big up to Red's Corner. Big up to yourself, man. And as always, people that obviously haven't been there, go and see this man's channel as well. Does some good stuff. Words and pictures saying if we can keep it under 5, that will be good. Yeah, 5, man. Jesus, that's not good, is it? And obviously, Daz saying hello to everyone. Daz, Brendan, Mongoose, Tractor, Yeti, Mikel Arteta as well, and the chat. As always, you know that, mate. Appreciate it. Support each other. Big thing. Does help. So let's see now. It says here, City have won the last 9 home games against West Ham. So very optimistic as always. Of that, we're actually, as it says there, on 2 separate paths. One chasing for top of the table, and us trying to stave off relegation. That's yeah. We'll come into that as well. We'll come into that. Good evening, Colin. Hope you're doing well, mate. How are you, my friend? Yeah, doing very well, Colin. I hope you are as well. And it's good to hear the other day you say that Barb's coming back over as well, mate. You've got to be really happy with that as well. I hope you're going to meet us shortly. Lovely hat, Tony. Thank you, mate. Yeah, nice Secret Santa gift. Didn't expect it, but I'll take it. Colin's obviously saying hello to everyone. So yeah, obviously, see, it's very optimistic when you read this, isn't it? As always, as it says there, as the visiting side, we're winless in 5 straights, while the hosts hope to extend a 4-match Premier League winning streak. Positive stuff. As you know, City are currently in second place on 34 points. Obviously, they're only 2 points behind Arsenal at the moment. So again, it's very top of the table stuff going on there. And I suppose for Pepsi and Aces, it all depends what this manager does with your team, because if you do muck up, then interestingly, it could be the case of City come the new year sitting top. But we'll see. I think it's going to be quite a tough old month for both teams. So the last time we had a fixture against each other, City came out with a 4-1 at the Etihad last season. Ireland got 2 goals. He netted in the 42nd and 55th minute. And also the young lad, Phil Foden, is also, he's also gets on the score sheet as well. And Nicholas Füllkrug, which we will talk about when it comes down to the transfer business, the only goal for the Hammers in the 71st minute. So, as it says there, Man City have got the better of West Ham of late, unbeaten the last 19 Premier League matches. So, again, positive news. West Ham are looking for the first league winning games between 2 teams since September 2015. So, let that one sink in for you. And City, during that period, have outscored the Hammers with 52 goals for and only 14 against. In the final third, Haaland's been the key player for City. I think that's without a doubt. I mean, the man's on fire at the moment, isn't he, really? He leads the club. He's got 17 goals, and that's more than any other player so far in the Premier League. And 9 of which have been the crucial first of the match. So, typical West Ham. You know full well we're going to give someone. No idea, Derby Boy. I won't put that up, but no idea, mate. Barbara should be here tomorrow. Oh, brilliant, Colin. Superb. Absolutely superb. Daz says, I think it's going to be a cricket score against City. Yes, it's not good, Daz, is it? That's for sure. I'm not very hopeful with that one. As it says here, West Ham have been thankful for Jared Bowen and Callum Wilson, because apparently they've netted 5 and 4 times respectively. So that's mainly where our goals are coming. It says Man City have been formidable at home this season with 7 wins and just 1 loss in 8 Premier League games. City will be out to prolong a 7-match Premier League home win streak dating back to September the 14th against Man United. And it says here West Ham have won once, 4 draws and 3 losses on the road this season in league matches. And we are currently on a 6-match away winless streak. This time, the only win in the Premier League away game was August 31st against Nottingham Forest. As words and pictures to put in there, yeah, Man City at home versus West Ham United have won 15 of the last 16, exception 2015. So it's positive, it's bodes well, doesn't it? Absolutely bodes well. And it says here in the last 6 matches, Man City have won 4 and lost 1. West Ham, meanwhile, won 1, drawn 3, and lost 2 in their last 6. So while we've got the chance to people that's in the chat at the moment, give us your score predictions for this game. Who do you think will come out top? I mean, obviously, I know most people are saying it's going to be an easy City, but what's the score line going to be? That's the key one, isn't it? Good evening, Malkster. Hope you're doing well, mate. Our only chance is a Kilman-headed hat trick. I'm on you, Irons. Yeah, not good, is it? I mean, could he be one of those that could be moving on? We'll soon find out. I hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, put your score predictions in anyway as well. And let us know what you think of the game. where does our goals come from? That's the key thing. I mean, do we see ourselves scoring first? Anything's possible, but let's have a look what they got as a predicted lineup at the moment. Is there anything going at the moment? So looking at City, their predicted lineup, we're looking at Donnarumma in goal. You got Niso in there, Gavardiol, Diaz, and Nunez at the back. So it's quite a strong four for them, basically. Then you've got Reindeers that had Nico and obviously Silva. And then you've got Foden and Shirky and obviously Haaland up top. So that's quite a strong side if he does go with that. On the other hand, what does Nuno give us? What do you think Nuno will give? So looking at the predicted lineup here, we're looking at Areola in goal. The back four, possibly a back four of Diouf, Tadibo, Mavropanos and Wan-Bissaka. And I mean, if you look at it, Tadibo hasn't been doing too bad at the moment. It's not been a bad stint for him so far under Nuno, but it's interesting what it will be. Then we're looking at Fernandes, Potts and Magassa, with Paqueta just in front of them, and obviously it looks like it could be a Somerville and Bowen situation. They will see. Malx is going with a 2-1 Irons win just for the crack. Why not? Why not, my friend? And here she finally is. Good evening, Mama Flossie. Good evening, Tom, and the chat. Good to see you, Mum. I hope you're doing really well, and it's. I think everyone's going to be really pleased to see you actually showing up here. So, well done. Good to see you. Dad says, I hope we win, but can't see it. I think it will be a 3-1 or 4-1 loss. Yeah, I think it's going to be them kind of score lines. I think, Daz, I don't think it's going to be an easy 2-1 victory. That's for sure. Colin saying, I'm hearing there's a 5-man shortlist of strikers lined up. Parrott. David Promise, yeah, I've seen that one. Well, Chris Wood as well, yeah, I know. 3 of them I've heard. Yeah, we've seen these named. John, and of course there's the talk of obviously Sargent as well. That's a possibility that could be coming over, but who knows? We'll go through a few things. I'm not going to go in depth with some of the transfers, but we will talk about that. Brennan saying, even Mama Flossie, great to see you on the chat. Mavropanos playing, we will definitely lose. Man, but who else? Do you want to go? Thing is, though, Daz, do you go with Mavropanos, or are you happy to go with Kielman? It's a double-edged sword question, that one, isn't it? In that respects, Brennan saying, yeah, City to win 3-1, Bowen to score first. That'd be nice if we can do that. Just kind of give them a little bit of a fright. Am I saying evening, Brennan? Thank you. It's good to be back. Absolutely, Mammy. Words and pictures saying City are in a title race. We are definitely in a relegation struggle. I agree with that. They're going to beat us first from the start. Nuno are going to have 5 or 6 at the back from the whistle, which is worrying if it's that, to go that defensive that early. It just invites attack for me. That does. Brennan said, I'm hoping the Toon win the cup again this season, Mama. Yeah, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Mama, hey, Daz. Colin saying, Tony, I'm wondering whether we will play 5 at the back. Well, anything's possible with this man, Colin. 1 minute when you think he's either going to go, he might surprise you that suddenly go with 3 at the back, hoping that we can get him on the counter. But I think he will go quite defensive. He's going to try and stop Haaland from scoring. But I think if you look at it, that's more an invitation for Haaland to score, personally. Daz is saying, having neither of them, no Kilman or with Mavropanos. Me too, yeah. Pepsi is saying you need 10 at the back. Yeah, we'll bring the bus along with us, and the one the players are coming in. We'll park it up against the wall there. Yeah, not fun at all. We need 12 at the back. Yeah, get all the coaches on as well. Dear me. Yeah, try and hope for the best. I mean, obviously, the game on the weekend was, poor from our point of view. And again, it's another game where we can't just keep hold of anything. And I don't know, you've got to question what goes through Nuno's mind. We know, like I said on Sunday on the show, he is a good coach, but you've really got to think to yourself, why does he make these kind of changes? And sometimes, why does he do it so late? That just getting to answer that question will be puts everyone's minds at rest. A wall with solid foundations. One big massive wall. Kind of saying, good evening, Mama Flossie. Nice to see you in the chat, sweetheart. Absolutely. Yeah, it's great to see Mama back. So, Colin, you mentioned some of these players for the transfer window. It's interesting to see there. But before we do that, I mean, obviously, I don't know if most of you have seen when it comes to the women's first team, head coach, what's her name? Rehan Skinner. Basically has been sacked today. Not like a good result for her. She literally got one win out of the opening 11 games. So really, it kind of justified itself. Interestingly, it's a case of another one that wasn't backed during the summer window. So Skinner had very little chance to kind of mould a team. So from that, she's obviously paid the price because the results haven't been good at all. And according to the club, it says here, recent results have not matched expectations and the board of directors believe that a change is necessary and they're currently looking for a replacement. So the women's team rudderless at the moment. Words and pictures saying, worst of it all is all the teams above us are getting points. Even if we go on a winning streak, we're still in trouble. This is the thing, isn't it? Leeds, even with them 3 points in front, you can say 3 points. It's an easy, catchable thing. But I mean, our run of games coming up is not easy, and I think that is going to be the key thing, especially when we can't score any goals. So we can't do that. We can leak them. We can leak goals. We've seen that, but we just can't kind of score at the moment. And what we do is very few and far between, and that's not good for our point of view. Man City, what do you think, Tony? If you look at it, I think we're in for a hiding. I must admit. I know you've put in there 3-1-4. I must admit, if Haaland's on form and we allow that, then I can easily see it being a 4-1. And dare I say it, even 5-1. If City's on form, they want to get the win. They want to get the points because I think there's not much goal difference between them and Arsenal at the moment. So every goal counts. Even to Colin as well. Good evening to you, wonderful ladies and gentlemen. Nice to join you all, Colin's saying as well. Adama, big up to yourself. Oi, oi, Baldy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you as well. Meltzer says, someone needs to tell our defence and midfield that they need to pull their weight in the goals. And, considering we've got Juve that can cross a ball into the box, we don't see much of it. I think he's not being exploited full enough. And I would use that myself. But, yeah, what you're saying there, Mark. So defence, we're not creating anything in the opposition's box. We're not kind of putting in the keepers under any threat. I think the only ones we're relying on is possibly Paqueta, maybe Somerville if you can get it on target, and obviously Bowen. But they're really the only three. You can't see anyone else because not being funny with Fernandez and Potts, they do most of their job in the middle of the park. So with that, we are severely lightweighting when it comes to goals. Everyone's saying low there as well. Brilliant. Colin's saying, Tony, I think we might surprise City, but I feel we will go down 2-1. I mean, that's a very optimistic scoreline, Colin. It'd be, that would be good if we could. I mean, at the moment, our minus goal difference is not great. Currently, what was it sitting at when I just saw that? Not good at all. So currently with us, minus 13. So if we can keep that scoreline down like your result there, Colin, then that's even better. But even with Leeds, I mean, they're minus 10, Forest are minus 8, but they're on 18 points. So again, 5 points is hard to claw back on there. One we've got to worry about more than anything else is the fact of Burnley. Burnley suddenly kind of get a bit of form. I mean, they're only 2 goals difference to us on the minus part. They're on minus 15, but they're only on 10 points. So if they get a result and obviously keep the scoreline down, and obviously we get a pasting, don't like to say it, people, but we could be looking at 19th come the weekend. We could drop a place if we're not too careful. So let's just have a little talk about transfers. I mean, who would you like to come in first of all, and who do you think we should offload? I mean, I've penned down a few names here, but let me hear your comments first of all on this, because this is, as you know, we're always linked with a player. I think strikers are coming out your ear rolls. I mean, Colin's already mentioned a few of the names there. We need obviously defender. We obviously need another midfielder. We need wingers, and I think the more thing else now, we've got the AFCON coming up, so that possibly could hurt us as well, especially when we're losing 2 good players. Let me start off with the one first of all. Not exactly had a great career at our club. He has been injured quite a fair bit, even on a kids program as well while he was injured. But according to Milan Extra, Nicholas Füllkrug is on his way to AC Milan. And the structure of the deal is currently being negotiated between the 2 clubs. Is it going to be a loan with an option to buy? Is it going to be the case of just a loan deal? At the moment, we're not too sure. But apparently there's a lot of things stepping up on this. Füllkrug apparently is up for the move. Füllkrug are up for the move itself, and apparently he has agreed on the move. Milan needs to kind of negotiate the wage and obviously the economic terms with the actual agent itself. And this is the worst part of seeing this when I read this. So when you think about it, the option to buy fee would be approximately 13 to 15 million euros, which is obviously part of the negotiation they're talking with Milan itself. So definitely losing money on this player. Let us know your thoughts on that one, please. Words picture saying, okay, good point, Tony. Burnley are away at Bournemouth. They could pick up 3 points. Yeah, because Bournemouth are not exactly doing well at the moment. And that's another manager I do like, Iriola. But yeah, Burnley's form has not been great at all. So if they do that, who knows? That could be quite a devastating part of kind of thing, because they seem to be playing well, Burnley, but they can't finish their dinner, basically. They keep losing out all the time. It hasn't worked out for him. No, it hasn't, Daz. I mean, and was it the case if it was a rash decision if it was Steiden that got him in the first place, Füllkrug? He looked promising. He looked promising on paper, but as soon as he got that injury, it was one of those. I mean, the age thing, obviously, fitness-wise, he was out for such a long period of time. It didn't, it looked, like I said, it looked good first of all. He talked the talk, but unfortunately, it seemed to be that he is on the way out. And as you know, he's not exactly favoured by Nuno either in this respects. Very true, very true. Füllkrug's best performance was that interview after Southampton. Yeah, I mean, look, I know players are not supposed to, but I think everyone appreciated the honesty from that point. And shame we don't see much more of it, basically. But was that enough to upset the apple cart there at the club? But can't fault him for what he did. He absolutely rightly, words and pictures. He did. He just got it off his chest. And wouldn't surprise me. Managers would love to do that, but as you know, they can't. They just can't do that. Going on age, we got another one. When I saw this, I thought to myself, please don't let it be. But hopefully, there's some good news to this. I think we saw it the other day in one of the other chats. Maybe he's coming back to get his Rolex watch, but Jesse Lingard has been rumoured to be coming back to West Ham, and at one point he was seen as being an alternative to Fulkrug moving on as well. Why, I don't know. Really don't know that. He has been playing for FCCL since he left Forest, and he has mutually agreed to terminate his contract. Surprise, surprise. And he has now become a free agent. He's played for FCCL 66 times, and in that period of time, he scored 18 goals. Which ain't bad for that kind of return for someone at his age. There was a point, like it seems, that we was interested to get his signature, and a club was had free agents trying to flog this man to us. Fortunate enough, and I say this probably the only kind of positive thing that this board's done so far in a while is they've turned the offer down and said he is not for us this time. So we can definitely kind of wipe our brows and think yourself we have dodged a bullet with this one. Bingard or Wingard? That is the question. Oh dear. For me, he proved his worth when he decided he wanted to sign for Forest, Melster. Once that was, for me, was the money. He was saying it was a case of Forest was very interested in me. They showed me the love and all this stuff, and but no, he just went for the money, and it was quite obvious he went for the money. And interestingly, it just didn't work out for us, which was great to see, really, because I think at that point then he realised what kind of almighty balls up he had made. Colin saying, Promise David is an interesting one out of some of the ones we are being linked with. And I hear he's very high on the list on what I've seen. Another one interesting is Frank. I've heard this one as well, Francisco Deju, but he's injured. Yes, he's out for such a long time. I think it'll be next year at some point he'll come in. But knowing us, Colin, we'll sign him because no doubt we can get something out of him, just like we thought we were going to get something out of Fulkrug. What's the picture says, I was hoping for some exciting, vibrant young blood. Glad he's not coming. Absolutely, mate. I wouldn't want to see Lingard come back again. He showed, like I said, he showed his true colours before, like I said, when he went to Forest. So, no. And it turned out he didn't even, he said his Rolex watch got nicked at the London Stadium. And that's why all the players now have a little kind of cash box above their heads to put all their belongings in. And it turned out, even after they spent all the money on them, he never lost his watch in the first place. Evening, Mandy. How we doing? To buy a static striker of his age and first time in the Premier League was incredibly given a striker situation with Antonio. It just shows how pathetic our owners are and how dangerous they are with our future. And that is thing in itself, Mandy. I totally agree on that. I mean, if they can just kind of willingly sign players like that, no wonder we're in the position we are. And, it doesn't matter about Nuno in this point. I mean, even with Potter, the damage was already done. And it seems, as much as I don't want to say it, but yeah, relegation is more worrying than ever now, especially this time of the year and where we are at the moment. Because getting out of that is not an easy thing. And as you said, it's down to the owners, and they handle the cash, they deal with the dealings. So yeah, it's not great. It doesn't look great for us at the moment. I mean, all we can hope for is a new owner. Please. Dad's saying like Mandy as well. Good evening, Frog. And he's saying, Heathen Santa and the gang. Hope you're all good. Yeah, mate, doing very well. Not exactly been the greatest of days, is it? The weather's been bloody horrendous today. But yeah, all good, mate. Hope it's the same for you as well, Frog. Everyone's saying like each other as well. And Colin's saying, and another strike we're also interested. Yes. Beto. Jesus Christ. Definitely don't want him in there. No, mate. I mean, we looked at him at one point and he chose somewhere else. So why do we want to have someone that kind of turned us down in the first place? Beto, no, not for me. Not at all. Des is saying, yeah, definitely, Tony, we need to do something in January where we've got to, we've got to get something in, and hopefully the board realise this and they do give Nuno some money, even if it's not going to be, much. As long as we can buy one or two players, that's the key thing. They're showing Nuno at the moment on the TV, isn't it? But that doesn't look good. His picture. But I think maybe on that one, Daz, we may need to sell first before we can buy in. Or if we do buy in, it's going to be one player, maybe a loan. Not great. Now she's saying, Mandy's saying like the mama, or Mandy's saying like Mandy, even the Froggers as well. Going on the age thing, and I'll come back to another one as well, which Colin's kind of mentioned. And no doubt you've seen this as well. It's another player that's terminated his contracts. Don't get me wrong, bags of experience and proven winner. There's no two ways about it. But we are now linked with 41-year-old defender Thiago Silva, the ex-Chelsea man. He's also now contracted, like I said, he's now terminated his contracts with Fluminense. He wants to be closer to the family, which obviously have settled here in London, or so he wants to go back there. And we are one of the clubs that possibly could be linked with him. Apparently, there's also other clubs looking at him as well. AC Milan, I think, is one of them. But if he wants to come back to the UK, because his family are very happy where they are, they don't want to exactly kind of come anywhere else, but they want to stay in the UK. So who knows? But he wants to play. He wants to do his final part in the World Cup next year, and this will probably be his last hurrah, as they say. So, what do you think about that, Thiago Silva? I mean, 41. Would he do something for us, or is it just going to be another paycheck for another an old player that's ready to kind of hang his boots up? Please let us know what you think about that one, people. Frog saying, notice this morning that Notts Forest have nabbed 1 point less in the last 6 games that we have in total. We're well in the shit, even if improving. And this is the thing, isn't it? And when you look where Forest are compared to us, they're 5 points adrift. We're 5 points adrift for them. But as you say in there, Frog, with that, yeah, we're in the shit, even if we are improving. It's just a fact we haven't got enough energy. We can only do it for the first half, the way I see it. And in the second half, we just kind of run out of steam as well as ideas. Where the picture says, I do feel some for Nuno. He is what he is, a defensive counter-attacking manager. The problem is our owners employing another manager in the same style when the previous defensive managers haven't worked out. And you'd like to think they'd learn from this, wouldn't you? Absolutely learn for something like this. But I suppose the way they see it, it was the right opportunity at the right time. He's just been kind of sacked with Forest. So it's an easy one to turn to, isn't it? He's basically a free agent. He's going to get paid off by Forest. So there's no worries about them laying out extra money. And knowing Sullivan, he just thought himself, this couldn't come at the right time. So, I'll do. And I agree with you, though, words and pictures. You've got to feel for Nuno, because it can't be easy taking on a side that's not really yours and trying to get something out of it. Well, in the Conference League at the moment, it's Crystal Palace 2 and Kuopio 2 as well. 76 minutes being played at Sellers Park. And Antwi for Kuopio has been sent off as well. Frog's asking, Mama, how are you? You're alive. Yes, I'm good, thanks. Yes, she's alive and kicking, and we're all pleased for that. Good evening, Ray. Hope you're doing well, matey, as well. Yeah. And Brendan's saying simple minds. Very good, very good. Never thought of it, Brendan, she's saying. Another player that we're monitoring as well, again, one of the many, many rumours that's flying around is Mamadou Senghar. He's the RC Lens midfielder. But we have got competition from Man United, and the player seems to keen to join them as well. So I think that's not even going to happen. That one, if he's interested going to Man United, I can't see him coming to us. Not in the position we are at the moment. Why would he? Apparently he's valid. He's cheap though. Apparently he's only valued at 15 million euros. But they are RC Lens obviously reluctant to sell him. They'll only sell him if the money's good, and then obviously the player can move on. So I think we might as well say that's a dead deal for us. Max is saying, do you think a stronger captain will get us over that last 20 minutes? I find Bowen so quiet. Yeah, I do believe we need a stronger captain. Unfortunately, Max, I mean, if you look through the squad, who's the ideal contender to take over from him? Because for me, I said it when he first was given the captaincy. I just feel it's taking an edge off of him. He's not the same player because you've got to now do two things, and I don't think he can actually do that. But you look around the side. I mean, unfortunately, he's loaned out at the moment. I would give it to Alvarez. That way, he can calm his temper, but he'll also kind of, might be enough to kind of give him the boot up the backside to kind of G players on. Because I think he's got that kind of, possibly got that temperament to do that. So I think he's going to be the ideal one. Big up Terrell Gunner TV. I'll be doing well. Terrell, good to see you on here as well, bro. If you can, again, give him a bit of like and share and subscribe. Let's make sure we support, at all these channels. Mouse, going back on your one, who would you pick as captain? Who would be your choice? Let me know that as well. Because I say I can't see anyone else really that kind of stands out as captain material at the moment. Like this, Des. Do like this. David Sullivan is giving us a Merry Christmas and spend £100 million in January. You imagine that? That would be, superb. But at the same point, he probably thinks that he's kind of he's up his trolley at the moment as well. He does that. Looks like Nuno's probably in the bowling at the moment, having a pint. They've got him on Sky Sports TV at the Sports News at the moment. Shame we can't put the sound on to listen to it. Yeah, Bruno's saying, stop that, Daz. We can dream, boys. We can dream, absolutely. And everyone obviously is saying hello to each other as well. Frog says, warming up subs before 3 minutes from time might help with those last 20 minutes. What a twat. Yeah, that, still dumbfounds me why we take so long to get players on. I mean, I know it's bad enough when we're saying about Moyes. You always guarantee 75th minute we're going to make a change, but 3 minutes from time, and especially a game like that when really we should have started off with Wilson. It would have been a Wilson type of game for me. He would have put their defence under a little bit of pressure. But 3 minutes, no, not at all. More than likely, you'll see more injuries than anything else. So you can't, it doesn't help at all. And you can't expect someone of that age to be doing something within 3 minutes, that's for sure. Colin says, Tony, the fear I have is that we don't want to be cut adrift at the bottom when the window opens, because then who will want to come to us? We need to get another gem like Payet to stand a chance. And this is the problem, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if we've got that ability to get a decent player. Have we, looking at the coaching and the scouts, is there enough to get a decent player in? And as you rightly said, Colin, in our position at the moment, who would want to come to West Ham? It's not exactly an enticing prospect, is it? The fear of relegation, a squad that kind of can't really defend, can't really attack. Would you want to be a part of that? Words and Picture says Somerville was the third highest score in the championship to 23-24 with 19 goals. Are we not playing him in a way to get the best from him? I don't think we are. I don't think we are, Words and Pictures, because if you look at it, he would score more goals. Okay, he's had the injury, but you're right what you're saying. Is he in a position, or are we not supplying enough for him to be more consistent in front of goal? I think there's too much on the lad's shoulders as well. Because of his pace, expecting to do more. But maybe there's something that Nuno's got to look at. How do we kind of get the best out of these players? Colin, I fear going down to the lake. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Good evening, Stone Island Geese. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you and all. Marcus says, I'd bring a new captain in or back in Josh Cullen would be my pick. Not a bad shout. Yeah, not a bad shout at all. Yeah, but we need to get the right person. I thought, for me, Kilman possibly when Potter was there, but yeah, he's proved to be a bit too lightweight himself. And everyone is saying like each other as well. Going on to another player I've seen as well, we're kind of apparently looking at, is Club Brugge player Christos Tzolis. Probably mullered his name at this point. He's a Greek international. The club do not want to sell him. And I'm not surprising when they've slapped on a fee of around about 40 million euros. So you never know, Daz, with that 100 million, would you kind of part 40 million for one player? And then what can you get in with the rest? That is the question, isn't it? If he's good, fair enough. But is he worth 40 million pound? I mean, let me just refer back to Kilman. We are not exactly getting the dividends of that player. That's for sure. Another one we also apparently looked at as well is Arnau Martinez. He's a Girona defender. He has a contract till 2027, but he does also have a release clause of 40 million euros, which obviously could be enough to see him move on. Again, is Sullivan willing to invest that type of money? Stoneline Geese is saying people will hate this, but seeing Josh Sargent a few times, like his hold-up play and work rate, in my opinion, is a pain in the backside for defences. I mean, yeah, I've heard of a few channels and a few people in the comments saying they're not exactly favouring Josh Sargent, but at the moment, who else have we got to look at? At the end of the day, we've only got literally Wilson. Not being funny, yes, we could play Somerville up there. I wanted to put a Paqueta there. I wouldn't even put Bowen there. But at least you can maybe give Somerville a chance up there. Pace with Josh Sargent. There's all that as well. Even how are you? She's good. Brilliant there. Stone Brendan saying, I expect Bowen was not universally wanted. So what do the fan base know? And this is the thing, mate. If he starts banging in the goals, then we've got what we wanted. Someone actually can score for fun. That's what we need. But we also need a bit more in the midfield as well. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact we've got, Magassa's kind of slowly starting to come into it in there. We've also got obviously Potts and obviously Fernandez. So even if Alvarez did come back, if they recalled him, which obviously they can't deal at the end of the season, where would he fit in, especially next year? That says no one is worth 40 million, Tony, but if he makes West Ham a lot better, I'll take him. It's a fair shout, mate. I think, interestingly, when you look at Kilman, when you think he was a Nuno signing, Nuno improved the player at Wolves. Strange that he can't do it now. He's got him here with him at West Ham. So in that respects, yeah, 40 million. If you can get a tune out of this player and he does something, brilliant. Take that all day long. Another one's been banded onto us is Charlie Cresswell. Remembers this one? This name being flashed around again. Currently playing for Toulouse. We tried to get him in the summer, but they turned us down for a 4 million loan fee. No doubt, again, good old Sullivan and his tactics. Toulouse wanted 20 million at the time, which obviously, as he wasn't willing to pay old Sullivan, and we ended up getting Igor on a season-long loan just because of that reason alone. Because obviously his stock has risen, the fee could now be 25 million. They may be even more for someone like him, and you never know if he comes and if we did go for this player and he comes and joins us, then it maybe kind of think to himself, I need to get back into the England squad. I mean, he played for the under-21s, got 26 caps for him by all accounts. So that would be nice to see that happen. But I don't know. Will we pay that money? Stone Island Geezer said, Tony, do you remember Kelvin David at Bolton? Yeah, remember him. Yeah, Sargent reminded me of him. Not as many goals, but we'll allow the players to get up the pitch. Just my opinion. I mean, yeah, it's a fair shout because he was a good holder of the ball, wasn't he? And it was hard to get it off him. He was one of those players that kind of irritated me. So what you say there makes perfect sense. And yeah, I mean, if he can bring players in, hold the ball up, get something out of it, great. I'll have that. He's also adding Brendan Johnson at Spurs. He's for Southampton. Yeah, I saw this one as well. He's definitely fallen out of favour with Thomas Frank. But again, would we pay that money? I don't know. Would we do that? I don't think we're brave enough to spend that money at the moment in the window. Because I think if you look at it, I think this is where Sullivan now is going to start crapping himself, especially when it's on him. The shoulder's on him. Kelvin David. I knew you meant, mate. I knew you meant. I knew the player. Yeah, irritating so-and-so when he played. But, yeah, good player. Brennan saying Kilman does not have Dawson next to him. Very true. Yeah. Oh, man. To have that man back. But, yeah, Kilman seems lost. I mean, even it seemed like it worked 1 minute when he was with Tadibo, but then Tadibo is improved and Kilman has gone down. I don't know if you feel the same, but that's how I see it. Adam, good evening, mate. Good show you did earlier. I turn out all as well. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Trying to get back into do some content again. Now got me, like I said to the other day. Now my feet's under the table in the new role. I hope you're doing well, mate, as well. And thanks for coming in as always. Brendan saying, what did Cresswell when he's at Leeds? Yeah, I mean, you can understand why he moved on. But yeah. Colin's saying, Tony, if we get relegated, I can see an exodus of players, and that is what I'm fearing. We'll be decimated. Then we'll be relying more on the academy players. And, look, we've got some good academy players, but, if we do go down, to try and retain these players, especially with the World Cup coming up as well, it's not going to be great, is it? Tadibo is a problem with Kilman. Yeah, I mean, he seems to kind of got fitter, but I wouldn't say he's, yeah. Tadibo's playing well, but he isn't a team player. Yeah, he's definitely for himself. You just see it in the body language as well, can't you? His face just kind of, for me, just kind of tells you that. There's certain, but yeah, he has improved, but he's not our answer, is he? I think that's for sure. Ray saying Glompus van der Fleur and Alex. I made that up. Well, you never know. We'll sign him. Daz says, I don't think we're going down, but I don't think we're going up. Yeah, we finished in that bottom. But then, okay, think of it like this. Remember when Nuno first came in at Forest? Where did they finish? They finished around about 17th or 18th, didn't they? They didn't go down. No, it'll be 16th or 17th, I think, something like that. They didn't go down, and then he got to have money spent. He bought some players in, and then if you looked at it, that's the great season they had under Nuno. Could we be seeing the same thing? Who knows? Who knows? But being optimistic doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm afraid his mum's laughing at him there. Big up, Aaron. How are you doing? Well, evening, Tone. Evening, mate. Hope all's well with you and family. Thanks for popping your head in, mate, as always. And obviously, having people go and see his channel as well, as always. Good old geezer. Laughing as well. Stone on saying, is Yeti okay, mate, after the other night? Yeah, he's fine. He messaged me and that, and it's all good. It's all good. He knows what he knows himself, but that's Yeti for you. But no, he's doing well, mate. I think he's actually he was doing the Crystal Palace game at the moment. Get on there. And I'm saying Nuno is such a bad appointment. Called it from the start, and it's just another cheap option by the board. And I get that as well, mate. I mean, like I said, he was free, wasn't it? He's available. There was no one else really that was around, so it was an easy option for the board to get someone in. Especially if you say perfect timing, this had it all over it. But yeah, we're just seeing from Lopetegui to Potter to Nuno, passing the same script onto the next manager. Oh, man, yeah, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. He just, when you think he's got it right, and then suddenly he doesn't do changes, or his tactics just, I don't know, still baffles me. Still does baffle me. I'm saying that to Aaron. Pepsi saying, when you see Terry this Christmas, tell him he's got to make an appearance on your channel soon. Been way too long. Mate was open to do one of those spotlights when I do a question against him. I will have words with him again, mate, and hopefully, I'll resurrect them as well. I want to get some people on and do ask questions about themselves. So yeah, watch this space, Pepsi. Hopefully, I will. I'll have a good old chat with Terry. He's doing all right though. He's his usual self. Stone and Geezer saying, the thing with Nuno is he's got Wolves and Forest to Europe. In my opinion, I like that. He gets a few of his lads in, we're happy. And I think this will be where this window is going to be so important. Is he going to be backed? And if he does, can we get players in to help him turn it around? Time will only tell. But, we haven't got long to go. And the board's got to get it right because, as we know, there's only, 5 months to go after this. And they could be like 5 long months. So, it's, well, yeah, I don't want to keep saying it. It is bad times at the moment. Bad times being a West Ham fan. Malcolm's is saying Nuno always wins nothing in his second year, and his third, and his fourth, etc., etc. Big Ange, give us a call, mate. You never know. Big Ange, Jesus. Adam's also adding Lopetegui is 8 points better off last season at this point of the season. And this is the thing, mate. As much as it was a bad appointment. I still say it. If it wasn't for his points he got last year, we would have been down then, I do believe. I really do. I don't know if you feel the same, Adam. But, yeah, them points at the beginning of the season saved us in certain respects. But was that a good thing or a bad thing? Pepsi saying even Diesel gone missing off of YouTube. Yeah, I mean, because he was supposed to be doing regular, he said he's going to try and get back to do some regular content, but I think the jobs just, like Evan Kells, unfortunately, these days, the jobs kind of do take over. I think jobs forget that you still have a life out of work. But yeah, shame Diesel hasn't been on because obviously, it's good to see him when he does do stuff. Stoneline Geezer saying, Tony, does it worry you? I'm in bed alone, Mrs. Kids away, and I'm watching you in the dark. That's why I've got the lights on, just in case. I've heard about people like you. Joking. But yes, mate. Yeah. At this day, at my age. Anyway, Words and Pictures says, Leeds at home to Palace, Forest away to Fulham, Brentford away to Wolves. Those 3 could get points and pull away. If Burnley wins, we are deep in the relegation quicksand. And let that comment sink in, people, because that's shows you facts all over. We know Leeds at Palace. I mean, Palace, okay, they're drawing at the moment 2-2, but Leeds at home, not an easy place, is it? Forest away to Fulham. Fulham are very up and down, so anything's possible there. Brentford, they started off all right, but now the cracks are starting to appear a little bit. And Wolves, well, if you look at it, the game against Arsenal showed that Rob Edwards is starting to do a job there. I thought they were very unlucky, 2 own goals, but they showed a bit of spirit more than they have done, I think, all this season. If any Wolves fans are watching this, maybe you agree with that. That's not good, is it? No, not at all. Aaron saying, evening, my dear mama, you all set for Christmas? Colin says, the trouble with us and transfer window and signing plan is Sullivan's interference. Good and a bad thing, mate. We want him to open his checkbook out, but it's got to be the right place, isn't it? And say Big Ange is now manager of us. Yeah, I've seen that. He's got a job already, hasn't he? So yeah, like Brendan Rodgers, he's already got a job and all. But yeah, would we take him? No, I don't know about that. Stoneline Geezer saying, "Where's Matty of late? Always on here." Yeah, he's fine, mate. I think he was doing something earlier, but he's all right. Would you take Ange? It will be a different style of football, Daz. I think with him, that's for sure. Could he get something out of the players? I don't know. Maybe his bridges got burnt after the Spurs saga, but even why he went to Forest, I don't know. That he should never have gone there either. But I don't know. We need something who can change the whole ethics of the club itself. That's what we need. Ray saying if Max got the armband, would it help him focus more? We proved it at Wolves, didn't it? Because I think Nuno gave him the armband there, and it kind of matured the player. It just seems he can't concentrate enough for 90 minutes. And I don't know. You look at him sometimes; it's like he feels like he's unsupported, unloved, possibly. There's a player in there. We can, we've seen that he can pull off some good stuff. But unfortunately, he's letting the other side let him down a bit too much at the moment. Frog says it's only Areola that keeps us from being all but down already. Really, yeah. I mean, and considering when you think the pre-season window, Areola was getting pelters for how bad he was, but he has saved us in quite a few games. That's for sure. Really. Pepsi saying sad. Really, would be great to see Diesel and Terry reunite one day. There's always hope, just like Oasis. I mean, funny enough, I know Diesel's been trying to get Terry on there, but I think Terry's just been doing too much stuff at the time. But you imagine them two back together again. It would be great to see them two doing stuff. Adam's saying Marco Silva enters the last 6 months of the deal, but Fulham could fade in the second half of the season. I mean, he's not a bad manager. He's longed it out at Fulham more than he has in other places. Because for me, he seems to last there several months, but at Fulham, he's been there quite a while now, hasn't he? I'll take him. I think he's one of those managers that probably could change the way we do things. I think he wouldn't be a bad shout. Frog says, remember Wolves last season, bottom 3, then won 5 on the bounce to end up above us. And this is the truth here as well, Brendan. We are already in the relegation dogfight. Sad to say it. Yeah. And I think he got a bit peed off with the board, wasn't he? Because I don't think he was backed in this window, was it? In the summer window. There was a point where he was going to walk then, but he managed to stay on. I'm saying Frank Lampard for me as West Ham manager. Contentious. Would the West Ham fans accept it? This is the thing. I mean, look, he knows the club, doesn't he? He's old man. You can see him behind us. But with what happened with Redknapp and Lampard, I don't know. It just seems it'll be a hard one. He's matured. He's going to managing Chelsea. I don't think that was the right move, especially being a player and doing so well, which he did. I think he could have gone to somewhere else that would have probably been better for him. But to stay on it, as he went to go to Chelsea manager at the time, that's when the Chelsea players get rid of players. And unfortunately for Frank, maybe possibly tarnishes his thing. But for me, Adam, I don't know. I get it. I get why you've put that name because I think it's one that possibly could do something. It's just how we would accept the player, or, the former player, shall I say? I'll correct my words. Is how we would actually accept him, and I think that's would be the hardest point. Would we have another Lou Macari situation on our hands? Words and pictures are saying, I think our staying up entirely depends on Nuno changing tactics, but will he? Well, I think if you look at it, we've seen in certain games where he only gets part of it right. He doesn't get all of it right. And that's what's cost us in games. I mean, for me, I think his worst managerial game for us so far has to be that Bournemouth game. Easily. It has to be the Bournemouth game. Evening, Darren. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you as well. Evening. Love the Christmas hat. Nuno's doing all right. Imagine if we still had Potter in charge. Yeah, there's certain games where I think we would have definitely lost out on that. Lost out on quite a few of them games. I hope you're doing well, Darren. Thanks for coming in as always, mate. Frog says, words, even with fresh blood, I suspect we're buggered if second half strategy and substitutions don't change. And this is the thing. That's the key thing, isn't it? Surely he's got to look back at these games and think to himself, I'll hold my hands up. I've done wrong here. Trip, evening, mate. Big up Don, Tony, and everyone in the chat. Are we doing well, Trip? Good to see you as well. Droj, good evening. Game over. Mate, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Colin saying I have a dislike for Lampard and I have my reasons for not wanting him at the club. So that's one person straight away there, as he says. Mandy saying we cannot keep changing managers. That's the problem. One manager has to stay and give us a solid survival platform base before leaving. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? As long as you can write the script, and then if someone else does come in, then there's an opportunity of doing something. Daz is asking, Tony, are you doing another show before Christmas? Oh, I'd want to, definitely, Daz. Like I said, missing out for quite a few months. It did get a bit lonely not doing anything, and I did miss chatting to you guys as always. So I'm hoping possibly may do a watch along for the City game. But yeah, I want to do something before Christmas. I may even, because I know I'm working on the next couple of days coming up, I'm working, but I have Jezzy's invite me on to his Christmas show, but I am working that night. So yeah, but I want to do something Des before Christmas, that's for sure. Adam saying that Bournemouth, Brentford, Leeds, Nuno is shit. Oh man, it's who we bring in though, isn't it? If we're going to bring another manager, who do we do? Trip saying anybody else taking a depression break? Being positive, mate. Trying to be positive, Trip. Can't be nothing else but that. It has to be positive. Trosh says, after seeing the players we are linked with, yeah. Well, the other one I haven't mentioned yet, as another, I mean, we're linked with quite a few forwards, but what does people think about this one? I mean, I think someone's mentioned it earlier on today. Chris Woods. I mean, the Traore one, I don't know what's going on with that one, but would you take Chris Woods at West Ham? And would Forrest allow him to leave? He's not exactly kind of seeing much game time under Deitch, but it could be a possibility having him there. Bit of an old style side of centre forward, knows where the goal is. Can we do that? Mandy saying managers leave us in limbo, then we cry for help, and it goes on, and that's a thing. It does seem to be that the pattern we're developing with ourselves at the moment. Everyone's saying like each other. Frog says you just know Mill will come up when we go down. Then it would be a sad day if that happened, mate. It would be a sad day. Say hello. Yes, I was thinking the same words and pictures saying there. Neymar will save us. Yeah, there's Neymar of all people. That's Jesus, man. Just to see that happen. Oh, sorry, man. Here, words and pictures saying, I was open for a slurp when you took a drink from your mug. I do have manners and respect. I do use my little finger when it comes out words and pictures. So we don't slurp here on the channel. Do we, El? Trush says rather Wood than Lingard, 100% on that. Yeah, I already mentioned the Lingard situation. Bloody hell. Hope so, Mandy. There, Ray saying yes. Geographical balance. Words and pictures, that's how Ray. And 01's in Enio. 01. Thoughts on Stricto and Jez? They're good, my friend. I don't know what what your thoughts are, but I get on well with them, and I do like them. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts are, please. Colin says Nuno needs to change his philosophy. He's looking not to lose, but we never wants to go for the win. We had the chance under par Villa, and we should have got something out of that. Again, and this is the thing, isn't it? We've seen a couple of games now. This one, and obviously the Bournemouth game, where full well we was looking out for a third goal, and we just can't get it over the line. Just can't get over the line, and that's the sad state of affairs. And it's points that we've lost when we should have gained something. That would, especially when you think, I think the Bournemouth game we would have been 14th at one point because of that. But now results don't go your way, straight back down again. It's not good, not good at all. Let's have a look at some of the players that could possibly be on their way out. And the first one we was open for in the summer window, which didn't happen, and that's Guido Rodriguez. Apparently, he's been tipped as a loan option for Ajax. True, that is another thing. Ajax of all teams. Ajax see him as cover for a temporary solution for the winter period, because obviously I think they've had a few injuries themselves. The only thing that kind of is the worrying thing, that it doesn't seem to be an option to buy. It's more like a loan. So that's a worry that he could be coming back to us. That's for sure. So that's a worrying one there. Let's see what he's saying here. I do think Stricto is the aggressor and then tries to play the victim. You can't accept that other know better than him. Did you see what happened on Dan Show? I haven't seen it, but I've heard about this. And yeah, sometimes people do that for that reason alone. And I know Jez better than that. And yeah, people got their thoughts on it. Let them be what they want. They think. I mean, at the end of the day, if Dan wanted that to happen, then he should have done something about it. That's my opinion. Other than that, if you're going to be the aggressor, if it turns on you, if you're going to give it out, you've got to learn to take it. Simple as, and that's the way I see it. George is saying, please buy Kilman Palace. Well, you never know. If Gay moves on, who knows? Who knows? Frog says it's fucking odd. At one point, I felt our defence was okay and the midfield was fucked. Now the defence seems to have gone AWOL and the mid has improved. Yeah, we just can't get that balance right. Well, Ray's already mentioned about balance. We can't get that right, can we? It is literally all over the shop at the moment. The only saving grace is that at least the middle of the park is getting something out of it. The only kind of weak point out of that, unfortunately, is Paqueta. And who knows what's going to happen with that man? Is he going to stay? I think, you look at the Villa game, he should never have started, in my opinion. He stank all over the pitch, just didn't do anything. And he was just a pretty boy there doing fuck all, basically. Tross says, Kilman world class, with every penny of 40 million. Oh, man. Dino saying, West Ham need a new striker. Why is Wilson still at West Ham? And the defence needs sorting out. At the moment, He's sadly to say, he's our best hope at the moment to get a goal. Wilson. It's just this manager don't like starting him for some reason, but that could be because he has to pay out every time he scores a goal. So that could be another reason. But yeah, but our defence we massively need sorting out. Definitely agree on that one. We need to sort that out sharpish, but I can't see it happening. Colin says, also, Tony, I don't know how true this might be, but hearing Alvarez might be coming back in January. I saw that rumour flying around as well. I didn't think he could come back, Colin, because I thought it was a season-long loan. So I can't see, unless, of course, the club he's at has decided to send him back, then it changes things. Must have a look a bit more into that. But that could be... Oh, Aberdeen got slapped 3-0, so that's not good against Sparta Prague. So I think that could be the situation there, mate. If they've terminated his contract, then he can't. He's loan. He can come back. So that makes it interesting. It does. He's laughing there. Frog saying, "Calling usual, coming usual. Are you receiving?" Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a concern, to be honest. I've been gone for a while, like I said, because of the job, but when people ask him where's usual, let's hope he's okay and he's resting up if he does. Let's hope he does. He does rest up. Ooh, good question, Dash. Who do I want in January? One player I would go for, because it seems again getting very little kind of game time, and it was one we went in ages ago, but he obviously went to this club. I'll go for Harvey Barnes. I like Harvey Barnes. I think we can give him game time. That allows then Somerville a bit more freedom as well. And also, I think our midfield, I'm happy with what we've got there at the moment in the midfield area. Defensive wise, yeah, we need to sharpen that up at the moment. Some of the players we mentioned there, Charlie Cresswell, and I think if you look at it, yeah, I like him as well. I think getting him in and up top, well, Chris Woods is only going to be a temporary thing, isn't it? Who can we really get that's kind of going to score regularly? That's a key thing. And again, can we afford them players? I know I'd want, but unfortunately, nah. I can't see us getting what I'd like to get. Manny says, usual had a nice bet up a couple of weeks back. Maybe he took off for a while. Let's hope if he had he's spending that money nicely. Let's hope he's okay though. Because I say it is a concern when people say I haven't seen him for a while. Trosh says Harvey Barnes' legs will fall off a week after signing for us. Yeah, I know he's been injured, man. I mean, I know I like this put there as well. Will be Kieran Dyer-esque. Jesus Christ, let's hope not. Oh man, it's interesting. Mandy's saying we can put Troy right wing and Bowen up top. There is an option as well, if because as we know, he does like Traore. But is he? I don't know. He's been around for a while now, hasn't he? But he can still do the job. But I don't know. Is he the right fit for us at this moment? Max says, "Is Gilherme staying?" Well, interestingly, apparently they're saying that he's been told he can leave. He's dropped down in the pecking order under Nuno. And rumour is there is some interest coming from Portugal. They're not saying what club it is at the moment because there's nothing really solid. But it seems that unfortunately this kid has not had much luck since he came to us. We know when you look at Lopetegui, I know we signed him, but I don't think he was a Lopetegui player. That's why the kid never featured. Potter, give him a couple of goes. And Nuno's put him in certain games, and he hasn't looked too bad. It's just the fact I don't think he's had enough to get things over the line, and that's the worrying thing. All right, Barnes. I mean, I like him. I do think he's a good player, but you're right what you're saying, though, Troy. Unfortunately, injuries, does take its toll. Harry says, good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you irons. Evening, Harry. Hope you're doing well, mate. Usual wants a break, maybe? Possibly. Yeah, it could be that. Could be that. Mandy's saying he had that last man standing, but well, if he's done all right out of that, I'm not surprised he's obviously sunned himself. I've just seen this comment as well. Frog says, apparently we've been linked with Berta's bum was sore from Slavia. Slap my bitch up. Slap up the bitch. If he bags in the goals, defends and save them, then he's worth every penny. Whereas the picture says, I'm hoping to see some good individual performances against City. Pack will flash his knicker stolen to Brendan's comment. Yeah. If he's hoping that he's going to get taken on by City, yeah, maybe we're going to see the best of Paqueta. Who knows? But well, I don't know if you've seen this as well. This thing about Maresca, possibly going back to City. Things are not good at Chelsea at the moment. It just seems to be, a bit strange there. Is he going to be go back to under Pep, or is he going to being looked to replace Pep? Yeah, it's a weird situation at Chelsea. If Michael's Chelsea was here, it'd be interesting to see his comments. But it doesn't. It seems like Maresca could be on his way out of Chelsea. Tross says, but we need to shift 5 to 6 players and get some same amount in. Can't see it happening. Nah. Well, I was saying about Fulkrug. They're looking around about 13, 15 million euros. So what's that work out in our version? About 12 to 14 million if we're lucky. So that's we're not even going to recoup back what we laid out for him in the first place, are we? That's for sure. And you're right what you're saying, Tross. I can't see us really getting any other decent money. I mean, if you look at it, the other players that could be, moved on is James Ward-Prowse. He's definitely Nuno's no fan of James Ward-Prowse, and unfortunately, he's not kind of relived what he's done at other clubs. Andy Irvine, his time, unfortunately, has been very much a bit part of me. I think Gil Holmes played more than what he is recently, and there's a few players where their contracts are up for renewal. One of them is George Urphy. Again, he's not featured so far because obviously he had the injury early on. And he wants to play, the youngster wants to play. He's open to a loan move, shall I say, just to kind of get his fitness levels back up and prove a point. But unfortunately, George Urphy, always a bridesmaid, never the bride by the looks of it. His luck's not there at the moment. And I'm no doubt there'll be a few others we're looking to get rid of. Colin saying Cresswell, Promise David or Meridian and Neymar in January. Imagine if we got all of them. That would be amazing. But yes, as they smell the coffee, Tony, it's not good. Stanley Geese is saying Ruben Neves, Nuno's main man at Wolves, wants to Prem return, apparently from Saudi. He's 28, brilliant player. I mean, he was a good player, wasn't he? Was a great player. And again, another one went to Saudi for the money. But not everyone's cup of tea, is it? Trip says everyone better enjoy their holidays or else, he's saying, or else. Thanks, Daz. Smash the likes, guys, he's saying there. Brendan's saying, yeah, you wrote me up words and pictures. Also said his knickers might be soiled. I hope I didn't send you to sleep, Brendan. Harry's saying Dixon Yass from Atlanta has also been linked. Yeah, I mean, the names are going to come thick and fast, aren't they? Yeah, Harry. Thanks, Des. Yeah, forgot that as well. Thank you very much. Harry, ooh. Don't he play in Brighton? I'm not too sure I find that. At long last, there you are, my friend. Usual suspect. Michael, hope you're doing. Hello, fuckers. He's saying, are you okay, man? Everyone's been concerned. Everyone's wondering where you've been. Because it's been, a while. Well, it's been a while for me, obviously, as you know. But good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Mama, ooh, how are you, beautiful? He's asking there. Colin's saying, also been linked with Swansea's Slovenian 20-year-old striker as well. Yeah, fuck's sake, yeah. Mandy's saying, yeah, we cannot shift many in January. I don't think we will do, Mandy. The price, we ain't gonna, if Sullivan's going to put silly prices in, I can't see us shifting anyone at the moment. But we'll see. We'll see. Big up Yeti. Hey, Tom, bro, and hey, all. Big up to you, Yeti. Good stream you did earlier, I see. A bit of an interesting game, wasn't it? 2-2 in the end. Hope you well, matey. And obviously, don't forget, people, go and subscribe to Longhead Yeti, the man, the myth, the legend. Don't forget. Brendan's saying, your demise was incorrectly heralded, usual. Harry never received any slippers, so we were optimistic. Superb. Harry's saying, usually, old fuck, we've been worried sick. Been watching every day for some slippers to arrive. You can feel the love between this lot. Words bitch says, say his name 3 times and he turns up. Brilliant. Mama saying, I'm good, thanks, Harry. Hope you're well as well. Frog, Harry, evening fella. Victor, knob me off, has been benched as well in that deal. Mandy saying, Neves to replace Paqueta. That won't be a bad shout. Take that all day long. Take that all day long, Mandy. I hope you would as well. People saying, legend in chat, big up the Yeti. Yep. Daz is saying, we've been hiding usual. Big up Pepsi. Where's usual? There you go. As Brendan saying, Michael Rose, Mama. Yeah, because obviously while you've been away, Mama, for some reason, YouTube started to put all these different kind of names and things to people's names. Letters, names, whatever you want to call it. Eric, big up, yeah. Oh, right, there you go. Ray saying Guilherme is definitely better as an attacking midfielder. Yeah, and the thing is, it's getting this kid to be played in the right areas, isn't it? That's the main thing for me. Long you're saying, big up, Mama, much love. Absolutely, everyone's been missing her. They were saying, everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. Hey, good old hot chocolate. Michael, usual. All the talk of Neymar, Lingard, and the 41-year-old has depressed the life, out of me. Harry, yeah, everyone's saying low, brilliant. Brendan's saying, I feel that hot chocolate, Harry, but double guessing myself. Big up to Matt Rainey as well. My bell didn't ring. I've missed a few shows. Can only apologise. Matt, I can only apologise because I've been away for a few months myself. So all's forgiven, my friend. Hope you're all doing well as well, Matt. Good to see you in here. Even all usual. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Brilliant. Gosh, it's awful. Matt saying, here is an early Merry Christmas, just in case I don't pop in another show before Christmas. Thank you, mate. And the same to you and yours as well. Really appreciate that, mate. Hopefully all the rumours of all these players are bullshit he's saying there. That says that's why you haven't been unusual. And again, everyone saying hello to each other. Trosh says, and Han will appear soon as window opens with a few 20 to 20-year-old Magassa types. Oh, man. You imagine. And players we've never heard of. And we're going to Merry Christmas to you too, usual. Everyone's saying hello. Matt saying turkey, lamb, or beef or gammon. Ooh. That's a question to me and as well as to the chat. Matt's asked the question there, people. What do you prefer? Do you have turkey? Do you have lamb? Do you have beef? Do you have gammon? Or do you have all on your plate? Put it in the comments, people. Let's see what people have. This will be very interesting. I think that's a good Christmas question. He's saying, not sure Neymar is a good idea. Always injured, and he will not do the defensive work you need, to be honest. Typical West Ham player we're currently got there, Yeti. So that would be ideal for us. We'll take them. And nailed on. Frog says, as usual, not want to spread rumours, but Harry bought a tape measure and been sharpening up his carpentry skills for those slippers. Oh man. Yeah, it says you don't need a marquee signing right now. No, 100%. We need a miracle, mate. That is for sure. We do need a miracle. Trip saying beef. Matt saying lamb and beef for me. Turkey is probably the worst one. Can be dry, but you've got to do the right things to it, I suppose. Usually saying I've got Harry's slippers. I'll bring them on the end of the season meet up. Like the sound of that. Yeah, brilliant. Mandy saying turkey and pork. Nice. Do like that and all. That's a good combination. Harry's saying we need some fucking leaders on the pitch, no minerals. That's the problem we've got in the squad at the moment. There is no one that's really a leader. That's for sure. No one's a leader. That's I totally agree on that. Brendan's saying, Harry, yesterday I mentioned Bird Love Bus set on YouTube as one to watch, but you left the stream. I think, never mind. Probably saying lamb top. Nice. Me, I'd have all the meat. All the meat. I'd have no problems at all. Brendan saying, Harry, Ray says, can you imagine Pack and Tony in the same room, sponsored by Ladbrokes? Why not do that? Why not? Lamb top. Mandy saying, buy a proper turkey, Trosh. Duck is nice. Yeah, duck's not bad. Goose is nice. It's quite fat though, but yeah, not bad at all. Whereas the picture says, Harry, 35 days salt dried matured steak and lobster. Oh, very nice. Very nice words and pictures. Pepsi has badger. Different. How'd you cook that? That'd be interesting to know. I remember seeing the bloke, what's he called himself? The roadkill chef. Marx said, I eat cannonballs, 90s song. Yeah. Troy says, if turkey was that nice, Manny, why does everyone else eat it once a year? Yeah. Plenty of butter. You've got to put bacon over it. Tin foil wrap it around here as well. Or if you want to make it a little bit different, cut the tin foil out into a bikini, stick it over the skin, and when the meat's done and that, looks like you've got nice white bits on the bird. Frog says down, deeper and down. Yeah, he's saying you need an Anderson, but you're not having him. Thanks, mate. It is Christmas after all. Yeah, come on, be generous, please. Yes, because it's so special, and not every week. Well, you got to think before turkey and that. It was carp, wasn't it? Carp was apparently was the so-called festive dish before turkey. But for those who know how to do a carp, you've got to clean the thing out for weeks on end, get rid of all the mud out of it. 80s, the 80s song, yeah. Matt saying Pyatt and Jesse Lingard are free agents. Would you take one or both? One last dance, or is it the dislike for them strong? At them two, Pyatt I'll take. I know he left on the circumstances he did. Lingard, nah, he just went where the money was bigger. So for me and that, I'll take Pyatt. Matt, I mean, what's your view on that? What do you think? You're just saying that words surf and turf sounds lovely. Definitely does that. A bit of garlic butter on there as well, in the old lobster tail. Very nice. I did not say that, Trip. Words to those effects, allegedly. Brilliant. Harry says, quail inside a pheasant, inside a turkey, inside a sheep, inside a pig, inside a cow. Colburn's mustard. That's a different one. 10 bird roast. I might have seen that one. Old Hugh Fernley Whittenstall did that one. But that's, definitely a different combination. Yeah, your mother's laughing at that. Thanks, usual. Brendan says, so Harry, usual. Tomorrow I'll visit my mother, as my brother would have been 60 this Saturday. So I really do not give an F about the City game. Also, it's my birthday tomorrow. No celebrations for me. Well, we'll say it now. Happy birthday to you, mate. Hope you, it's another year older. And, I understand what you're saying there, but surely. Manny says, same as Thanksgiving in America. Turkey is prime festive meat. Yeah, and the traditional big old lump of ham that they have as well. Matt says, on our family group chats, we've singled out the vegans and told them they have to eat alone in the garden. That's the way forward. Everyone's saying hello there. Yeah, say, Mama, I can't believe you let him go. What a player. Yeah. But as Mama says, yeah, I know, yeah, but it was PSR that forced it. I read City are after him now. Stone Island Geezer, big up to yourself, mate. And if you haven't already, go over to his channel. Make sure you give him a like, subscribe as well. Let's build his channel up if we can, please. Colin says turkey and pigs in skins and a beef Wellington. Very nice. Mandius Cope in there, yeah. Yeah, he's saying, I am generous at Christmas, but no Anderson. I'll send a card with 250 in it. Make sure you sellotape it well, because you know what the postman are like. Once they find they're there, they'll be gone. Yeah, I'm saying, no. Frog says, Togs, wishing you a happy birthday, even if you're not up for it. Remember to do something for you, man, if you can. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And usual saying, Togs, my condolences to you at this time of the year. It must be quite well, you know what I mean. Yeah, sorry, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. You know, yeah, at some point we face that, don't we? But we're all with you at that point, as you know, Brendan. Matt says, I want both, but Sully don't want to spend it for our Premiership safety, little mug. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's worrying times for West Ham people at the moment, that's for sure. And hopefully, you know, the noise will be soon heard by them. Yeah, you say, Mama, he's a red Mama, and if you think I believe that, then Harry's saying, I don't know what to say to that, Togs. Be strong for Ma. No parent really deserves that. I don't celebrate my birthday or Crimbo or anything really. Fully understand that as well. Yeah, you're saying, Mama, City will be a major bad choice. Bit part times there again, isn't it? Happy birthday, Brendan. Ray saying we've got Wilson and now we might get Sergeant. Sergeant Wilson, you couldn't make it up. Sergeant Wilson. Brilliant. Matt saying faults on these slides are banned from next season due to injuries. In my opinion, that's weak and pathetic. I mean, the pitches these days, they're like carpet, aren't they? Apart from one's got a little bit of plastic sewn into them. What they're worried about, they're going to get carpet burns on their knees. And, you know, I mean, is this the way football's going now, Matt? You can't banning slide tackles. Jesus Christ. That just shows you where we're going. And he's sending the cake there. Yeah, sending love as well. Harry says, solstice, summer and winter. I get quite excited around mushroom season. Happy birthday, yeah. Long I would hate it if we went there. And of course, Brendan saying, thanks to usual, Frog, Harry, Mama. Not having a great week. We're all here for you, mate. You know that. You know we're here for you, mate. That's for sure. If you need to reach out, you know I am. As all of us, you know, and that end of season thing sounds a lot better if we can all get involved. But you're most welcome, mate. Most welcome. There you go. As Harry's saying, send love as always, Togs. You're most welcome, mate. Always. Appreciate it. No problems. Matt saying his condolences as well. Frog says, people thinking of you, mate, as abstract as it may seem. Channel with Stone Island Geezer, all one word, reviews and interviews. Thank you all. Come on, you irons. Superb. Thanks, Matt. Brilliant. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Not pay for sellotape, bro. You you're mad, man. Brilliant. Brendan's saying, Frog, we'll be talking with my sister-in-law and nephews and niece on Saturday. I have it easy compared to some. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Falls out to all those people and that. I mean, it's quite, one thing we experience at the workplace now is the fact that this time of the year we see a lot more people that are homeless and seeking shelter coming to the airport. Guaranteed warmth, a roof over their head. It's quite sad when you look at some of the people that have got that way. So yeah, thoughts out for them people as well. But there's always always look out for our own. Thanks WMP in there. Harry saying there is a playlist of lectures on death I study frequently. Togs, Gnostic students YouTube page in the playlist. I find solace in study. It can be quite invigorating sometimes. Yeah. Yeti saying, "Mama, love him, Mama. No hope." No. Frog says, weirdly, I retire next month. Does that mean I have to grow up now? Not at all, mate. If you do that, that changes you. So, no, do not change, Frog. That's for sure. But if the retirement's next month, enjoy that and enjoy it wholeheartedly. Brilliant. Good man, Harry. I'll check it out. Brilliant. Mum was laughing at Yeti's thing. Trip says, big up Yeti, one of the best streamers on YouTube. Yeah, does some great watch alongs, doesn't he? As well as his other shows as well. Big up Brendan. Thanks, Mandy. Brendan saying as well. Mama says, well, I didn't grow up when I retired. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brendan saying, thanks, Yeti. I hope you're well, sir. Mama sold. And to you as well, my friend Brendan. He's saying. Matt says, looks like I'm taking the cap to work. Love and respect all. Hope you all have a fantastic Christmas with your families. Love you, son. Hope you have a good one. Blame your mum for my absences. Hashtag dads matter. Matt, big up to yourself, mate, and try not to work too hard, mate. I know I've got some coming up myself, so I know the feeling. But love and respect, and obviously to you as well, and yours, and have a great one. And look forward to seeing you again soon. Brendan's saying, I thought you were a professional van driver going from one dog inside. And Matt saying, obviously, take care. All come on, you irons. Love the community. Yeah, it's really got a great community here. We have got a good community, great bunch of people. Big out Des. Take care, Matt. Good luck next time. Yeah. Frog says, still working it out to avoid the dirty bar stewards. Experiencing, they're saying. You too, Matt. How are you saying? He says, Matt, great communities is what it's all about. 100% on that. 100%. And also, like, we've all got our own. And as you know, we do kind of get them coming into each other's. Usually saying, Dutch bastards, Easy Alkmaar let me down tonight for a nice few quid. They played against 10 men for over half an hour, 0-0. Not cool. Ta-da! And obviously, good night as well. He's saying, ta-da, Matt. See you soon, matey. Yeah, saying, Trip, big up, mate. I'm not the best, but I'm in the top one. Modest as always. Frog says, later, Matt, have a good one as well. Yeah, facts shitty. Mama's saying, time for my bed. So love to see you again. Much love. Mama, absolutely superb. And we are also going to be wrapping it up. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a really good show, and also there's been some great content. But the main thing is, we've had two great ones come back into the chat, usual, and obviously our beloved Mama Flossie. It's great to see both back here as well. And yeah, it's been long overdue. And at least we know now they're both all right. Harry's saying good night to Mama. Usual. Have you had a bet? I think yes. Yeah, he's saying, Mama. Much love, Mama. Get to see you okay again. Absolutely agree on that as well. And Frog saying, Togs, I thought I'd been broken into the other night. Turned out it was a cow. Night, Mama. Anyway. So all you good people, thanks for being in the chat. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and the usual blah blah as they say. Make sure you enjoy what's left of the night itself. Hopefully, I might be do a watch along for the City game, and I'll try and get something in before Christmas. But other than that, make sure, like I said to you, have a good one. The weekend is not that far from us, and let's make sure that you all enjoy what you're doing. Friend saying, as a top story, Frog, you can imagine what happened to Del Boy. Harry's saying, Tony Legend, much love, chat. Harry, really appreciated being here as well. Words of picture saying, oh, it keeps jumping. Merry Hammermas, absolutely. Usual saying, Dad's had a 4-timer, 3-1, and the Dutch fucked me. Shame. Not there. Brent, you say, much love, guys. Great show. Thank you, and much love to yourself as well, mate. You know that. Sort of that usually saying. Night all, top show. Thank you much, Brendan. Good night and take care, everyone. Pepsi, Brendan saying thanks, Tom, and the chatters. Absolutely. Thank you very much. And like I said, yeah, enjoy your night. and I'll catch you soon. Take care for now. But for those little West Ham people, don't forget, come on, you Irons.